We have gone, I suppose, and looked for markets such as the Atlantic Hill lamb in our case, to get an outlet, I suppose, where we can, as farmers, sell directly to the marketplace. Because I suppose for a lot of years when the light lamb got abolished, the light lamb market was no longer available to us to Southern Europe. We found that we were selling predominantly store lambs, and I suppose for any farmer, you always want to try and do the best with the lamb, and we came together, I suppose, to see could we develop a market around the light lamb, and that's where I suppose the Atlantic Hill lamb grew from. Once farmers got to understand what was required in terms of the fat score, not only learned what that was, but got an understanding as to why that was important. I think it's also important that farmers get to see what the customer's looking for, why they're looking for. I think it gives a better ownership to us as well on it. So it has developed, the potential to grow it further as the brand develops, and that's something which we are looking forward to. We have members who are interested in this from Donegal right down along the western seaboard. So the longer and the more developed this brand gets, hopefully the more lambs that can be brought into it. And I suppose it's continually important, even farmers who aren't maybe sending lambs through the group now, but maybe get to see what both Teagasc is doing in Athenry with the lambs, get an understanding as to what those lambs are doing. And we're also seeing other groups and other producer groups now and other factories getting more interested in the lighter lambs. So that's all creating, I think, there's been a lot of other benefits that's been derived maybe indirectly from the work that has been done over the last number of years. So I think that's to the good for farmers as well, and building that Hill lamb brand, if you like, up over the next number of years. I think in relation to customer reaction, I think that's been the most, in some ways, most satisfying part. We've sat down with customers who has brought our lambs here into supermarkets, etc. And I think their feedback has been very, very positive. They understand that our lamb is smaller, it's slower grown, and I think once they got around that, they've started to understand that, well, actually that process that has reared that lamb to that stage is actually delivering a huge benefit in terms of the taste that comes from those lambs. So I think that's been very rewarding for a lot of us that's involved in it, to hear that kind of feedback. And I think that bodes well, hopefully, for the future as well with it. So, it's not something that was developed overnight. It's taken a bit of time to do it, and I think anything worthwhile probably does. And I think that's certainly hearing feedback from customers like that. I think that's hugely important.